Can you dig it, Bears Nation?
This one was good and bad today, I would say. Thanks everyone for tuning back to the channel. Welcome back to Windy City Digits. That's Vic. I'm Carl. Bears fall today to the Vikings 29-22. Really was a game of tale of two halves.
It was, man.
So I think where we have to start today, Vic, is with Justin Fields.
Okay.
First drive wasn't too bad. And I know you didn't see the start of the game, but the very first play of the game was terrible because Minnesota got the kickoff. They came down the field. They scored a touchdown. It was a pretty long drive. It was like 4 or 5 minute drive. Bears finally come onto the field, and they're missing a player. Like they went out there with 10 players. They end up taking a penalty on the very first play of the game. And Mark Schlereth made a comment on it. It's like, how do you do that? Like, how is that even possible? Right. And it didn't look like a good start for the Bears.
Somebody was on the porta potty.
Yeah. And then, and I think it was Komet that ran on late. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, but Komet ran on late. Then the very first play, they run the screen play to Montgomery. They ran for like 20 yards or something like that. But
yeah, I saw that. So they went 6 plays for 34 yards with a field goal.
Yeah, and it did that very first play didn't look good to start in the first half overall.
Wait, what play? The Montgomery one, or are you talking about the one where they didn't run on the field?
Two plays. Yeah, it was the 2 plays in succession. The very first play we ran was the delay game, and then we're 1st and 15, and then the very first play we run from scrimmage is the screen to Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
our running game wasn't. We didn't run a whole lot either. Besides, Fields did. He was 8 for 47. But we didn't like go after their rushing scheme at all. We literally ran 16 attempts, threw the ball 21 times for the game.
Well, I think part of that is we fell down 21-3. That
is true. So, and the defense did look pretty ugly in the beginning.
Okay, so let me. That's one of my frustrations, right? It seems like every week, I don't know if it's Alvin Williams or if it's Matt Eberflus, right?
Yep.
They're so damn stubborn on running whatever defense they set in the first half, and they refuse to change from it.
Correct. And then they make an adjustment at halftime.
And then they're awesome in the second half.
Yeah. This is the first second half that we gave up a touchdown, though.
Yeah, the first time we've given up a touchdown in the second half. We've only given up field goals until today, and it was unfortunate because had we only given up a field goal in the second half, it might have been a different result. But
Jalen Jones injury is killing us.
Jalen
Johnson's injury is killing us.
Yeah.
Jefferson 12 receptions for 150 yards.
That's tough. When Kirk Cousins starts 17 for 17 in the first half, and Justin Jefferson's got like 8 of those catches. Even Schlereth and Adam Amin were making comment of it during the game. Like, you got to make an adjustment. Like, you got to make some kind of change. You gotta change it up. You got to throw it off. And they just refused to get out of that zone. They refused to make any kind of adjustment in the first half. And I don't know why that is. And we're not that good enough of a team yet to where we can overcome 18-point deficits.
Yeah, not at all. But we've made a valiant effort, man. Thanks to Justin Fields.
Yeah, this is the best game Justin Fields played all season. Don't you agree?
Yes, smart moves. Very, very few errors. His vision was good. He ran when he needed to. He literally kept us into that game.
And compared to what everyone was complaining about last week, right? That this is what you want to see.
Absolutely.
From Justin Fields.
Progress, man. That was really good progress, though. It was good to see Cole Kmet getting more involved.
Cole Kmet. The catch that Mooney made was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was lucky.
Look, that's not luck. I mean, that's
I look like Odell Beckingham
That
when
was
he
even
got
better than
down.
Odell Beckham Jr. because
Mm-mm.
um, that was a rocket that got fired down, and who knows how fast that ball was traveling to be able to catch it with one hand like that and pull it in. Um, but that's what led to our first touchdown
Yeah.
at the end of the first half. So, um, look, again, I just think that with the way that Justin Fields played in the second half, um,
Hmm.
he looked focused. Like he didn't look rattled. He didn't look annoyed. Um,
He was 15 of 21 for 208 yards, one touchdown, no interceptions, 8 for 47 rushing. So he compiled 255 yards. You know what I like though? Look at the receivers.
he spread it
I like
around.
yes. So I mean, what does that tell you a little bit about his vision and looking at the field?
Uh, you know, again, I've been harping on the play calling, right?
Yeah.
Today, it looked like I don't know if it was different play calling. I don't know if they were just more comfortable or that this is what the defense gave us. But Justin was not hanging on to the ball today like he normally was. Like it was very quick decisions today, getting the ball out, whoever was open. I mean,
Hmm.
look, the last play is indicative of that. He got the ball to Smith Marset, who was open, who was scrambling down. Got the yards for the first down. Should have gotten out of bounds, but he didn't, and ends up turning the ball over, and the game's over.
I did not
Um,
understand. Yeah, he had a chance to get out of bounds. He came back in, and then when he dropped to the ground, that's when he got to strip the ball. That was terrible.
yeah, yeah. But look, again, Justin Fields looked like he was in control in the second half. Um, I think that first drive really gave him a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
He had the one touchdown run, what that was like Michael Vick esque, right? And unfortunately, got called back on a penalty. But it, it it just looked like in the second half, like he was in control. The only other frustrating thing I would say about the offense and Getsy again was the play call they had on third and five when they were down two, where they were down 19-21. They could have gone for the first down, but they decided to run again up the middle and play it safe and just settle for the field goal.
Yeah, that was
Um,
that was a horrible call. And you've talked. Oh, here's the play to Mooney.
yeah,
I mean, it's impressive. I think the Beckingham one is more impressive than that, but that wouldn't that be great to see this more often?
yeah. I mean, look,
Yeah.
it just seems like Mooney's gaining some confidence. So is Fields. He's throwing it up and let him make a play.
Yeah, I was confident that we were going to come back, but not. I didn't think a receiver getting stripped of the ball like that was going to be the end of that game. That was
Yeah.
disappointing.
So, like I said, better on the offense. Again, some of the play calling is frustrating because they should have gone for it. They should have gone for the first down. They were aggressive. They had the Vikings on their
Yeah,
heels.
wasn't it 3rd and 3, and they went straight up the
It
middle
was
and they
it was
got
third and five.
stuffed.
Yeah, it was third
It
and
was third
five.
and five.
They went straight up the middle, and it just looked like they were settling for the field goal. Um, Cairo would have been able to hit that field goal had they not gained another yard. He still would have been able to hit that field goal from where they were at. So I
Yep.
think they should have just they 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 should have at least thrown the ball and been a little more aggressive. They were moving the ball. They had the Vikings on their heels, and I think we just let them off the hook.
I agree. What'd you think? Velus Jones got in there. Vildor had a nice interception.
I think Velus Jones has to get into the offense.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, me too. They need a
based on the
speed.
way Well, look, based on the way that Smith Marset played today, and it's unfortunate because the penalty they got that cost us the Fields touchdown and the fumble he had at the end of the game. And Pettis didn't play that well either today. You got to get Velus Jones in there, at least give him a chance and give him an opportunity to make some plays out there.
Yeah, the Bears need playmakers, guys that can separate, and he is one of those guys. But
I
maybe
mean,
they're
that's why you
just
drafted him, right?
they absolutely. So maybe that, but maybe they're trying to take him in slowly. I mean, he was hurt for 4 weeks,
Okay,
right?
but even if he's been hurt for 4 weeks, like it's not
I
like he's
know.
sitting there doing nothing, right? He's
I'm just
watching the
trying to make
playbook.
it.
Is
I'm
Now
making
you're the
excuses.
apologist. Yeah, you're
I'm
the
making
apologist now.
excuses of maybe why they're not putting him. This is the play that Smith. See, he should have got out right
Yeah,
there.
it should have gotten right out of
Yep,
bounds right there.
yep. He should have just dove to the sideline, man.
Because we would have been at the 40, like the 42, 43 with a minute to go.
Yep.
Um, and
And
one
the way
timeout left.
and the way Justin was playing, I think we were going to move the ball.
Yeah.
See, but that's how the offense was running most of the day. You're right. He was getting rid of the ball. The the Bears receivers were getting open. So is it indicative of the play calling, or were we running our routes, you know, better? I don't know what the answer is.
I think it was different plays that we ran today. The play calling I think was better. I think it was much shorter routes, and there was a couple times Mooney was wide open, like there was nobody near him because they cleared out the zones, and it just gave him opportunities to catch the ball and get some yards after the catch. So I think it was better. I
Mm-hmm.
think some of the receivers could have been a little bit better. I think had we not fallen down 21-3 early, I think you would have seen a lot more offense. I think you would have
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot better balance, probably a little bit more Montgomery, um, running the ball. But because we were down, um, it kind of changed the game plan a little bit. But on the positive side, Justin was up to the challenge,
Yeah.
right? He made good throws, made the plays, got us in position. I mean, he led us to like, what was it? Like 17, 16 straight points.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it was 16 straight points.
yeah, 16 should have been 17, but we went for two.
Yep.
Right. But and
Our
again, and
defense,
even
our defense, though, no, very little pressure on Kirk Cousins.
well, again,
We had one
that's the
sack.
stubbornness. Yeah, that's the stubbornness that they
Yep.
have. They don't want to blitz.
Yep.
They want to come straight with the four that they've got. And and I get, what Eberflus is selling, like, we're going to wear them down. We're going to wear them down. And they did. They did it in the second half. They did wear them
And
down. They
that,
got a lot better pressure in the second half. But when a guy goes 17 for 17,
yeah, you got to do
uh,
something different, man.
you gotta do something at least to break it up.
Yep.
Um, and if they beat you deep, they beat you deep, right? But they ran so many underneath routes. They caught the ball like 5-10 yards from the line of scrimmage, and they were just playing that soft zone. Let him catch it. Let him catch it. We'll tackle him. We'll tackle him. And
Yep.
they just kept marching down the field.
Hey, buddy, I think if you keep on betting on your 31-14 score, you might make it there eventually.
31-17.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, 31-17, but that got blown out of the water in the first half when they scored 3 straight touchdowns.
I thought it was gonna be 24-17 Vikings. So
They would have,
five off.
but okay. So here's the other thing too: is like every single game so far, like even though we're 2-3,
Mm-hmm.
um,
We've been
the
in it.
first game, Justin led us to 2 second half touchdowns to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Green Bay game, there was a controversial no call on the touchdown, but had he scored that touchdown, he would have gotten us to within one score,
Yeah, we would have been in it.
right?
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
the Giants game, we were in it right toward the end, but then again, Velus Jones fumbled the kick, and Justin was denied that chance. Today, he was driving that team again,
Yeah, he looked
and
good.
again, another receiver makes a bonehead play.
I don't.
Um,
I didn't. You know what? The Vikings looked like really good in the first half, but as a complete game, the Bears don't look too far off from the Vikings. They don't even look too far off from the Packers, quite honestly.
Yeah, again, the only thing I think is that they have to make adjustments. Like they have to be willing to make adjustments in between the first quarter, in between drives. I don't know why they just refuse. Like they look. If you would have watched the game today, the first half was awful, both the offense and the defense.
I was watching it on my app that first half. So, um, yeah, I mean, but that's been kind of the story for the coaching staff the first couple games.
Yeah, and again, I don't know
They
why
make
that
good
is.
they make good adjustments though. I mean, at least they're making adjustments. In the past, we didn't even see really good adjustments. They are making good adjustments.
Right, but
So,
again, it's look, we didn't score a touchdown. We didn't score any points in the second half last week against the Giants. We
yeah.
can't wait to be falling down behind these points. Like if you
No,
make an adjustment,
we
had you
have to.
prevented one
Yeah, we have to
touchdown in the
play
first half,
perfectly.
it's
Yeah,
not even
we have,
perfect.
yeah, you do. You're not a good team.
You came back down from 18 points today.
I know, and you have to play almost perfectly to win these games
It's not even perfect. It's just that you have to make the adjustments.
flawlessly.
If the players are playing the calls that are made and the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator are not making changes to the game plan, that's what happens.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a combination, though. We're just and we need some players that can make some more meaningful plays. On defense, our defensive guys, our defensive line isn't good enough. I mean, but you would probably disagree because you think it's the defensive play calling, right?
Well, look, I think part of that is every other team in the league blitzes to change it up.
Yeah,
If every team knows you're not going to blitz, all you ever have to worry about is blocking 4 linemen, and that's it.
I know.
That's never going to change. You have nothing to worry about because you know they're not going to blitz. So you're never going to blow a coverage like that. This is why teams blitz Justin Fields, because they know the offensive line can't handle it. They know they're going to make a mistake. Force the other team's offensive line to make a mistake. Send an extra guy every once in a while. Your guys might be good enough to rush one-on-one, but guess what? In the first half, it wasn't working. Kirk Cousins was clean and went 17 for 17.
He was squeaky clean, man.
His uniform didn't get dirty at all in the first half. And
Nope.
that's where you got to change it up. You got to run a blitz. You got to run an extra guy. You got to change up the coverage. You got to change up something. Otherwise, all those guys did. They ran the same play over and over again. Why would you change it if you know?
So do the Bears right now make it to 9 wins?
I say yes.
You still say yes?
If they win this week, against the Commanders. They're 3-3.
Mhm.
Detroit's terrible. They're going to get 2 wins against Detroit. That gets you at 5 already.
Yeah, I was surprised actually that Detroit lost so badly today.
They got shut out, I think.
They did. It was like 29-zip.
Yeah.
So, the Bears are in a division that isn't good. They literally could like win the division with like 500. Well, you can't be 500, but like an 8-9 record.
Well, look, there's not. Now, look, the Rams are 2-3.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's
the Cowboys are. I don't know if Dak Prescott's ever going to get his starting job back.
no, right? No kidding, right?
Cooper Rush is 4-0. He's 4-1, and we thought that maybe the Dallas game might have been an easy game for us because after the Commanders, we get Dallas.
Yep.
In Dallas, but the way Cooper Rush is playing, they've got a ton of confidence right now.
Their defense looks really good too. So I think a combination of the two. So I'm looking forward to the Commanders game, and I see that as a win versus
I do too.
What I thought today. So
I do too. So we'd love to hear what you guys thought about the game today. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think about the games and what you think about the upcoming game against the Commanders. We'd love to hear your comments below. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell to get notified on future episodes. Definitely hit the like at least because it definitely helps us out in the channel. We do appreciate everyone that's watching. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Love.
And digits.